Hi everyone, welcome to the very first season of the Zenit Study Overseas series. Let's travel to Ontario, Canada with Zenit Excelencia. My name is Prakriti and I represent Zenit as the Strategic Placement Manager. Today, I'm very excited to give you an insight of a new country, Canada. Zenit is one of the leading placement organizations and a proud placement firm for IELTS and offers tremendous scholarship and placement opportunities at numerous locations. Canada has managed to set really high standards. Canada as a country is very diverse and filled with gorgeous scenic views and well-known democracy among its citizens. Therefore, it has been an obvious choice for several students over the years and continues to do so. Today, I would like to welcome our special guest who is here on behalf of Trent University, Canada, to share valuable insights on the placement process, courses offered, and much more. When it comes to higher education, there is no other obvious choice than Canada when it comes to dynamic work culture and learning environment with vibrant STEM options, cultural diversity, academic excellence, and flexible education system. So today, I'll try to cover all the queries of yours and provide you with useful information. Keep visiting the page for much vital information and queries if you have any. So welcome, Mr. Khurram. I hope you've been doing good.
Yeah, thanks, Prakriti. I'm doing good. Thank you for inviting me to this first of its kind interview session for Canadian institutions. And I'm fortunate to be a part of this.
Pleasure. How many years you've been associated with Trent University and what exactly do you do there?
So I've been working for Trent for about more than 1.5 years for now. I think going to hit 2 years soon. And my major role is to recruit students across geographies. Currently, I'm working as the regional manager for South Asia and Middle East countries. So my primary job is to vet the applicants, talk to agents, and try and find out the right quality of students who would like to be a part of the Trent international student diversity to begin with. And in that, I also meet a lot of students who need a lot of support even after the application, trying to figure out which programs they need to apply to. Even after applying, they need to accept their offer. And so I would say that my role is primarily to take those students, do a little bit of hand-holding and guide them right to the admissions gate. And once they're there, then I feel satisfied that I've done a great job.
So you're basically helping them in fulfilling their dreams.
Yeah, but that's too glorified. But yes, in a way, I try and help them as much as I can.
That's good. So how has your experience been so far in residing in Canada?
So I haven't been in Canada. I have been majorly in New Delhi. And when I joined, there was pandemic. So we didn't do a lot of travel for now, but I'm just due for travel and meet the international team at the Peterborough campus in Ontario in August. So just waiting for that because I think the last 1.5 years has been pretty tough for international students as well. And there was very little movement in the when it came to borders. So looking forward to my trip back to the campus.
Okay, that's good. So what streams does your university cater to? I mean, do you offer programs for students of all streams like sciences, arts, commerce?
Yes, and I think that's a great question. It brings us to how Trent is placed. So we are a public institution founded in 1965, so about more than 50 years of legacy that we have. And we are the #1 undergraduate university in Ontario for the last 11 years, and also the #1 university for scholarships and bursaries for the last 20 years and a little more than that. And we have more than 100 program options for students to choose from, and they are in arts, sciences, social sciences. So a lot of professional programs as well that students can pursue. So there is almost everything, I would say. We would like to grow more when it comes to programs, but there is a lot for students across the board for them to come and study at Trent.
So ample amount of opportunities for the upcoming students for sure.
Absolutely. And to add to that, we are also #1 in the forensic sciences program in Canada.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Okay. What are the facilities offered to the international students over there?
So students have, I think they have access to all the sports stadiums. And so we've got football stadiums, we've got a Riverside gymnasium, we've got track field, and students participate in a lot of varsity sports club activities. Also, we've got one of the only 5 next generation rowing hubs across Canada, wherein the Olympics team comes and practices as well. So there's a lot to do when it comes to sports. At Trent, there are more than 100 cultural hubs and societies that they can be a part of, and whatever we seem significant or important, we add them as a club to our roster. In addition to that, that's the non-academic side. For the academic front, students can go on and enroll in a number of on-campus opportunities, be it research projects or work with the faculty on something. Because each program at Trent is built with a guaranteed experiential learning. So they will get a lot of exposure there. We've got 2 campuses, and we've got 4 on-campus residences, 1 off-campus residence. There's flexible meal plan, free Wi-Fi, not to forget, and laundry.
Yeah, because Wi-Fi is definitely one of the prerequisite requirements nowadays. One. Secondly, the
Absolutely.
students are, majorly asking that what are the facilities that will be provided by the universities for sure. Apart from studies, they definitely would like to, have a look at the overall infrastructure and the other facilities too.
Right, right. I was just coming to that. I thought laundry was more important than Wi-Fi, but if students want it's Wi-Fi, it is then. And
Really.
definitely, I also laundry was more important, but nevertheless,
Well, everybody has their own perspectives then.
absolutely.
Okay, so what are the benefits for students who want to take up business-related programs in your university?
So there are a lot of benefits. In fact, before I hop onto that question, there's something I would like to say that we've introduced about 19 more co-op streams. And now the BBA program comes with a co-op. So now what I'm going to jump on to your question is that besides the fact that every program is built in with a guaranteed work experience or experiential learning at Trent. So before the co-op was introduced to the BBA program, students had more than 100 hours of placement services, or they could do 3, 6, or 9 months or about a year of internship in the BBA program. They just had to get in touch with Career Space and try and work out something for themselves. But now we've also introduced the co-op program at Trent for the BBA program, and students can go ahead and do 1 year of full paid work at the university program.
Okay, so does that mean the student has not even completed the degree, but they can go ahead and work over there?
Absolutely. Absolutely. So co-op is built as a part of the program at Trent. And while you're studying your BBA program, you would be given 3 semesters to work with chosen organizations. And that is not going to extend the duration of your degree.
Sounds really good. Okay. So what are the opportunities that your university offers to the students once they graduate?
Okay, so once they graduate, they have access to all the services provided by the Career Space. Now, Career Space is a placement cell which keeps updating students about opportunities on the job portals, or if there are any job fairs the student needs to go to. They also help them prepare their LinkedIn profile, CV, do a bit of professional grooming for the students, and they have access to all of that. They can also get in touch with their alumni. We've got more than 55,000 Trent alumni spread across the globe and in Canada. So they have access to that if they wish to. In addition to that, what I also feel is that some students should optimize their co-op opportunities if they get in the program, and try and work as much as they can with the faculties, because those references matter a lot at the end of the day.
They surely do. Right. So how's the GPA to get through the admission process?
So if you're looking at the Indian market, we are targeting about 70 to 75% and above in the 12th standards is where most of the programs start. However, some programs are more competitive in nature. So a computer science co-op would be placed at 80 to 85%. Nursing program is again 80 to 85%. And there are a couple more that forensic sciences is more competitive. So that would also fall in the same bracket. But I would say majority of programs you would find at 70 to 75% for the Indian students.
All right. Okay. So what is the most popular course that you recommend to our students?
It depends on what they want to study. There's a program I love a lot. It's called International Development Studies, where students get the opportunity of going for placement services for about 4 weeks in Ghana, Africa. So and a lot of domestic students apply for the same program as well because of this opportunity of learning international development. It's about solving the global crisis for hunger or poverty, and I think that market is suitable for that kind of exposure at the moment. And besides that, forensic science, like I said, is the best in Canada at Trent University. That is something I would wholeheartedly recommend to any student. In fact, our environmental science programs are also ranked among top 10 in Canada. So these are some very good programs. And of course, business is something that Indian students love to go and study at Trent. And then there's computer sciences, which is always another popular program at Trent University. Economics, psychology, kinesiology are among the other programs. And nursing is another program which is super competitive and a lot in demand amongst the Indian students as well.
Right. Okay. So do the international students qualify for some financial aid too? How many
Yes, they do.
given the financial aid?
So I don't know exact numbers of how many students we've given to, but I do know that one or two students that I have known have received over 27,000 Canadian dollars per year. Now, this is a part of the Trent International Scholarships and Awards, wherein students can apply for and they can win anywhere between 2,000 to 27,000. Now, these scholarships are renewable, which means whatever amount that you win the first time around is something that you'll keep receiving every single year as long as you enroll at Trent. And you just have to maintain your program specific grades for that, but also it's assessed on basically 4 parameters: community service, leadership potential, academic need, academic excellence, and financial need. And you need to be true to those 4 reasons while you're part of the Trent University is when you keep to continue. So I know a student who's won $27,000 and she is going to continue receiving that for the entire duration of the program. So that's 108,000 Canadian dollars for the entire program. Besides that, there are also entrance scholarships, which are automatic in nature and anywhere between 1,000 to 3,000 Canadian dollars based on the grades that you get in your final year at school. So if you're between 80 to 84%, that's 1,085 to 89 is 1,500, 90 to 94 is 2,500, and 95 plus is 3,000. But that's one time only. If you want to go for recurring scholarships, those are Trent International Scholarships and Awards. And in addition to that, there are also in-course scholarships that the scholarship portal keeps updating itself on, and you just have to keep looking out the right scholarships that come your way.
So it's basically depending on the GPA mainly, the prerequisite requirement will be?
For the entrance scholarships, yes, that's purely based on your GPA or your grades in 12th. But for the international scholarships and awards that are higher in range, the 2 to 27,000 ones I was talking about, that is not only dependent on your GPA, but they also look at your extracurricular activities, like I said, community service or any sort of leadership potential that you've shown in any activities. And you must also demonstrate a financial need.
So how difficult is it for our students to basically grab the scholarships now?
None. I know a lot of Indian students who won really huge amounts.
Okay.
And I think a student should be more focused on winning that one scholarship that they need than how many other students who received it.
Sure. Yeah. So would the international students be eligible for work on or off campus?
The government of Canada allows about 20 hours of part-time work opportunities for the entire week, and students are allowed to do that. And it depends whether they find an on-campus opportunity for that or an off-campus opportunity for that. On-campus opportunities are circulated from time to time, and students can also apply for that. So there is no restriction of which kind of opportunity they want to pick for themselves.
So are there any immigration rules pertaining to the number of hours they can work? Or is it a full-time international students?
As far as I know, it should be 20 hours a week, and that's a part-time opportunity. But when it comes to regulations, I think I would not be the best source So you probably have to check with an immigration consultant or regulatory body onto what those hours are.
All right. So for the students who are away from home for the first time, what kinds of safety and security resources are available for the students?
A lot, but to begin with, Peterborough is one of the safest and lowest crime rate and lowest unemployment rate as well in Canada, and it's one of the most friendliest neighborhoods. So when you're in Peterborough, I don't think it's really something to be bothered about, but we've got our right committees in place just in case you come across any incident or you're experiencing a racial discrimination of sorts. You can always reach out to the right authorities and swift action would be taken upon it. But having said that, I won't really worry when it comes to Trent because we hold an excellent record of a 95% student satisfaction ratio. So be assured when you're coming to Trent, it is safe.
So you've answered my next question. That's is the campus and the nearby area safe for the students after work or not? You've already
yes, it is.
Yeah. Okay, so are there any insights for our students or any more information you would like to share from your end?
Yes. For example, if you're looking for the Trent International Scholarships and Awards, the biggies, those are available only for the fall intake. So you must ensure that you apply for a fall intake if you're looking forward to those big scholarships and put in your application to the program by January 31st and put in your application essay for the scholarship by February 15th. After that, there would be no evaluation on the scholarship and decisions would be arrived at in April. So the students are in good stage to decide on their financial planning for the year. That's one. Co-op programs are only available for the fall intake at the moment. So if you wish to maximize on cashing in on the financial opportunities, apply for a co-op program, apply for the special scholarships, and both of them happen to be for the fall intake. Now, does that mean that it lowers the program quality in other intakes? The answer is no. It's just how funds are distributed and received at the university.
Okay, so that'll be all from our side. And it was really informative and a meaningful session. Thank you for sharing all the useful insights and information. And I'm sure that this will be useful for our students and help them in taking appropriate steps towards fulfilling their dream of studying abroad. Hope all the students from India, Bangladesh, and Nepal took useful insights from this interview as well. So thank you so much for joining again and hope to see you soon at Trent.
Absolutely. Thanks a lot, Prakriti, and hope to see you as well soon.
Yeah, pleasure is all mine. Thank you so much for the session. See you.
Have a great day.
You
Bye-bye.
too. Bye-bye.